My name is Karoly Füzessi. I'm studying here at this university, philosophy and librarianship, and I'm taking the Hungarian student network, which is a grassroots democratic movement. It exists since a couple of years, but it became active in the last 1.5 years, since the new government introduced some measures to. One is the student contract, which means that somebody who learns on state-funded scholarship should stay in the country twice the time the scholarship lasted. And in the last, so this was in 2011. In 2012, the last year, the government introduced other measures which caused really hard protests in the country, around the country, and especially Budapest. Now we are here at the occupied university, which is the 11th day of occupation today, and this happened mainly because none of the students' demands were fulfilled, and the other thing is that the government introduced an amendment to the constitution which actually denies or makes 2 of the student points illegal. The students have 6 points. The 6 points is the following. 1, we demand the reform of the public and higher education. That actually means that we don't want everything to stay as in the previous years, but we feel that there is the reform is needed, but the reform should be done in that way that everybody's opinions should be asked who is part of the system. That means that we should be heard. Nothing about us without us. The second point, we demand that at least that many state-funded scholarships should be as in 2011, because in 2011 the level of the state-funded scholarships was actually like before. That means 44,000 of scholarships, 44,000 scholarships, but in 2012 it was limited to actually to 30,000. So only the most elite universities will have some state-funded scholarships. That is really against the possibility for everybody to get in the higher education. That means actually that okay, if you were really good, you are really good educated, you are from a family which is somewhere in the society on a high level, so you were able to get the knowledge you want, and you were then you maybe can learn for free or on state-funded scholarships. So actually the third and the fourth point are about the student contract and the autonomy of universities. The 2 amendments of the constitution currently in front of the parliament is that there will be a student contract which ties the students who learned with or studied with state-funded scholarships to the country twice the time they used the scholarship or they studied in the country. The other is that the government will be responsible for so there will be someone who is responsible for the university's financial directorate, or how they say, the government will name this person, and this person will only be responsible for the government. That means that the university's autonomy in using their money will be really limited, and actually the rectors all around the country are against this measure. There are different problems here, but the main is that everybody became really unpolitical. They don't want to raise their voice in common questions, and everybody was just accepting or everybody was after their political views. And because on the long run, the student network's aim was to build this awareness, because we felt, and actually everybody felt, that actually I think it's a global thing, but that a lot of people are not acting, but they are not caring about the common thing, and they're not caring about politics, and they say that nothing can be changed. We are responsible for the future of the society. That means, and when I said it to someone, they laughed at me, but I don't really agree, or I can't agree with such an opinion that, okay, that this is the opinion that, okay, I can't really do anything about the whole thing. I can't really act, and I don't have any word. And this is not true. And that's the message what we want to get through.